Hello and welcome. My name's Stephen Dickens, and you're joining us here live from the show floor at Share in Dallas. Welcome to the show.
Why, thank you.
It's great to be here in person. It really is.
Oh, it's super.
You pick up the buzz.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your role and what you do for Kyndryl.
So in Kyndryl, I run the delivery team for Core Enterprise and Z Cloud.
Okay.
The simple version is the delivery team, there's about 8,300 of us that run mainframes, and I run that organization.
So Frank, you mentioned 8,300 people in your organization. How do you keep them skilled and trained?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. It's really important for us and a big differentiator. We hire over 300 college students a year. So we recognize, well, there's some retirements going on
Yeah.
in the business, and we've got to keep a vibrant organization, and we have a whole training program for that. And it's different by country as to what's the best way to do that. Here in the United States, we have an apprenticeship program, bringing in apprentices. That's the right way to bring in people in the US. In India, we bring them in through college hires. So we have that program as our base, and then we have a skills program for every one of the employees. We look for every employee to get at least 2 technical badges a year. So we have a staggering number of technical badges with the team. And we have a whole modernization and our own badging program that aren't easy to get, but really challenge the employees to always learn, and it's been terrific. It really differentiates us, and the employees have embraced it, and our customers recognize, hey, you're training your individuals to be the best in the business.
And do you see that you mentioned the customer feedback, do you see that reaction from the customers when you talk to them about what you're doing to invigorate skills?
Yes, yeah, I really do. Some key customers have, oh wow, you do that, and we do.
Fantastic. So obviously tell us a little bit about Kyndryl. Still people are coming to terms with the organization. You guys have been on your own now outside of IBM since, what was it, last November?
November 3rd.
A day burnt on your memory banks.
It was a great day. It was a great day.
Kyndryl's come to market 4 months ago as a new separate standalone company. Tell us a little bit what's been going on with the organization, especially your part of the organization since the split.
What we like to say is that we're agnostic, but we have an opinion.
I like that. Yeah. I like that.
And it's really, someone has said, remove the shackles of IBM. Right? There's always, well, you could use this product, but then there's this IBM product. Well, now we're agnostic, but sometimes the IBM product is the best product. And it's really changing the environment for us. And allowing us to really say, and you may have seen the partnerships we've made with Hyperscalers, and allowed us to say, well, that's part of the business because that's where our customers are. Mm-hmm. Mainframe is a core piece of the operation of many of our customers and will remain so, but they also need to connect it to the cloud. And now we are that valued partner, and it's really coming out as that valued partner because we're not part of IBM, we're the largest mainframe services company in the world, but we have these great partnerships with hyperscalers. It's the perfect setup.
And we've heard a lot about hyperscalers, we've heard a lot about mainframe modernization. When we go that next level down, what are you hearing from your customers? What are they saying to you? Where are they on that journey? And what are they looking for from Kyndryl?
The term I use is a continuum. Some are at way back on the journey, and some are much further along. Mm-hmm. So dependent upon the customer, we have a continuum of customers. The value that we're bringing to the table is we can handle that continuum from they've got very basic mainframe operations, and we need to bring them up to speed, to they've got a very modern platform, and they're looking for a partner that can manage that and keep them going forward. So really, I'm seeing the whole gamut.
We talked about hyperscalers there. What are you seeing as that dynamic? Is it purely a migrate off story, or is it a connectivity story? Is it a hybrid cloud story? What are you seeing?
What am I seeing? So there's different ways to answer that, mm-hmm. right? If you ask a hyperscaler, some of them, they'll say it's migrate off. But some of them will admit, no, it's a hybrid story. What we're seeing is that it's a hybrid story.
Okay.
It's absolutely a hybrid story.
That makes sense, I think.
And someone asked me in this conference, how many have really completely moved off, and it's a very low percentage that we've seen, and it's because we think it's simple. Well, no, it's not, and then wait a minute, that is the best platform for our workload. That's the other thing that we say in the core enterprise and Z Cloud business is, our motto is the right workload on the right platform.
And you've mentioned that a couple of times. How do you go through? Is there a mental model? Is there a process? Is there a thought process that goes through and does that workload analysis?
So you've got to start at the application. And then what's best for that application? Is it a high transaction application? Is it really a GUI front end that connects to mobile apps? Is it a large database that needs a very secure engine in a DR situation, or even three sites? You start at the application, and that defines your strategy from there. And if you really look at the application, maybe it's some of them are very simple applications that belong on, a very simple web page, right? And then, but the core applications belong on the mainframe, followed by maybe parts of it on the front end. So I guess it was a long answer to a short question, but you start at the application and you analyze what's best for that application.
Rather than starting with the technology and trying to drive forward.
Oh, no. Don't start with a technology answer. Oh, I just want to put it on the cloud. No, you start at the application and then what's right.
So lots of sessions here this week. What should people be looking out for? Lots of people are consuming the content online. They're looking for catch up on sessions. Got about 1,000 people here, apparently live. What should people be looking for from the Kyndryl sessions at the show?
Really, they'll see from us that we have that agnostic view, some great sessions on DevOps, really the growth that we need our customers and really push for all mainframe users is something to make the platform viable for the future. And really, that's what makes the new people coming into the business, that's what they're looking for, so it's a fit. And that's an investment that everyone has to make to keep the platform viable.
And if you were to try and boil it down to those 3 key takeaways from the Kyndryl content, or from what else you're seeing at the rest of the show, what would those be?
3 key takeaways. I'm big in DevOps. So a key takeaway, the importance of DevOps, every one of us in the mainframe business embracing that and making that clear to our customers. And so you said you want 2 more to take away.
Yes, I've put you on the spot, Frank.
For Kyndryl, that we are the biggest mainframe services provider, and
I don't think you get the credit for that, by the way. So I think I'm glad you brought that one up.
I don't get the credit for that.
You don't get the credit. I don't think you get the credit in the marketplace that you deserve for that. I think you do personally, but I don't think Kyndryl gets the credit for that. So I'm really glad you brought that one up.
Yeah. They're like, who is Kyndryl? Well, we're the biggest mainframe services provider. Is one of our.
And I don't think it's anywhere in question either. From Futurum's research and our analysis of the marketplace, it's by a country mile.
It is by a country mile. Yeah. And we bring, and then I'll go one more, we bring to the table is we're not trying to do mainframe your mess for less. We really look to modernize your platform, make it a viable piece of your company's business, and that's what Kyndryl brings to the table. That value add, the automation, modernization that we drive for our customers is a differentiator for us. So those are the 3. How's that?
You nailed it. I think that's fantastic. Really good to see what Kyndryl are doing at the show this week. Lots of key information to take away. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Futurum Research's Live from the Show Floor. We'll see you next time.